World leaders have promised climate action before, and this week the man in charge at the UN admitted they're failing.
We are losing the race against climate change. Our world is off track in meeting the Sustainable Development Goals.
We're not drowning!
For millions of young people around the world, that's simply unacceptable. They're taking to the streets in the biggest day of climate demonstrations in the planet's history. In Australia, Asia, Europe, Africa, North America, South America, every corner of the world. The new face of climate activism is young and angry.
We are on the outskirts of the biggest catastrophe humanity has ever faced, and our government is doing nothing.
We depend mostly on the global leaders who aren't doing much of what we expect, and therefore this is the kind of strike we need to proclaim our voice.
So I don't think anyone needs a reason to be in this strike right now. This is for your future, this is for your existence, and this is for your life. If you're not here, you're wasting your time wherever you are in the world right now.
It all started just over a year ago when one 15-year-old Swedish girl staged a one-person school strike. Greta Thunberg's message is clear.
For way too long, the politicians and the people in power have gotten away with not doing anything to fight the climate crisis. But we will make sure that they will not get away with it any longer. We will continue to school strike until they do something.
The climate activist's very public fight spurred many young people to join her.
So I think everyone says that it's all about the collective and stuff like that, but at the same time, one inspiring figure has got to be Greta Thunberg, the one who basically started this entire movement.
Activists are hoping by keeping pressure on decision makers, the climate crisis will stay top of the world's agenda. There are signs that it's working. Just days ago, the boss of the world's most valuable public company promised to make Amazon carbon neutral and meet the goals of the Paris Climate Agreement by 2040. Single-use plastics are starting to disappear in nations all over the planet. And more than 250 news outlets across the world have agreed to strengthen coverage of the climate story. Friday's climate strikes kick off a big week for environmental activism with a major climate action summit at the UN next week.
Yeah, I think this UN summit needs to be some kind of breaking point, a tipping point, where people start to realize what is actually going on. And so we have high expectations in you two and all member states to deliver. And we are going to try to do our part to make sure that they have all eyes on them and they have really the pressure on them so they cannot continue to ignore it.
We skipped school for this. We're missing our education.
Politicians are on notice. The young activists have time and energy and they're not going away.
Boris Johnson's got